Hello guys, welcome to the stream. So tonight we are going to be doing some chill keys, trying to also push my own key, I got a 24 Throne of the Tides, haven't been playing too much. I said I was gonna level this to up to at least 25 for the next stream, but I really did just only one key after the last stream. Anyways, we're gonna try to do my key, but first I want to do a small warm-up key. I'm also going to try to help you guys optimize your own gear, so you can send me your, let's say, your Raider IO, your top gear thing. I think I made links available to chat, so if that works, that's going to be great, so I can help you guys optimize your gear for Mythic Plus and all those things. And gonna do some simulations and all those with viewers and chat. And also going to run some keys. But first, let's do a warm-up key, Let's do something chill. What do I like to do first? Let's do 22 something. I wanna do 22 Black Rook Hold? That's a pretty chill key. Let's do 23. 23 sounds better. Oh, Galakrion's Fall. Haven't done one of those in a while. Let's do a 23 throne. Since we have a 24 throne, so we'd run it back, Oh, it's full. It's full. 24 Blackrook. Let's do that. Should be a chill, fun run to do. Yeah, nice. So who's in this group? We got Death Knight, Locke, and Priest, and myself, Red Pally. Let's see who he gets for the last DPS slot. For this group, Red Pally should, Demon Hunter would be really good. Everyone does magic damage. Oh yeah, the build we're gonna be using is my own created build, I use something very weird that not other Red Pallies use. I use Divine Purpose. Other people like to use Vengeful Wrath. It's mostly because, I don't know, Vengeful Wrath, like, Hammer of Wrath in my overall damage is like 1.1 to 1.5% of my damage. So even if I double that, making every Vengeful Wrath crit, every Hammer of Wrath crit, it's going to be around 2 to 3% of my damage, which is not a huge increase. While doing 10% more spenders, just a higher amount of damage. It's very weird because simulations always tell you to focus more on single target. Even when I do like fortified simulations of complete dungeons, the sim always takes in account single target as a priority more than AoE. So it's always going to make Vengeful Wrath seem like a lot better than it actually is in real scenarios, I do think that Divine Purpose is just a lot better, especially after the buffs we've been getting. They buffed Templar's Final Verdict. So just spenders are a bit better now. Another thing that I use is I don't like Seething Flames. This is dungeon per dungeon basis, by the way. In some dungeons, Seething Flames is really good. For example, in the what's it called? Murderous Rise. I use this build instead, because there's not much mobs in that place, so Seething Flames doesn't get, Searing Light doesn't get too much value. But in most places where you're fighting anything that's over 4 targets, I think it's best to just keep using Searing Light. A lot of people say that's not doing a lot of damage, but I think it does, because they're not accounting the extra, like around 1% consecration damage that you get from that. So you get around 4.5 damage from your Searing Light plus consecration. On top of making your Wake of Ashes hit as uncapped AoE, because whenever you use Wake of Ashes with Seething Flames, it becomes reduce damage after the first target, which in some situations is a loss of damage. I also like the explosions of Syrian Light, so that's why I mostly take it. Come on, get someone. Anyone? Oh, oh yeah, they need a lust. Forgot about that. Yeah, they need a lust. Thought this guy was a shaman. All dwarves look like shamans. Probably a hunter. Yeah, probably a hunter in this group. Like, Black Rook Hold is a super chill key. I don't think it can be failed. It has like a 95% completion rate. So yeah. Hunter would be good. Evoker could be also good. I don't like evokers because they mess up with our damage, you know. What's my true damage? But they're fine, you know. They do a good job. They make keys super safe. And at certain points you want to always take an evoker just for safety, even though I think they're less damage than a normal DPS. But you know what they say. DPS that are alive do more damage than the dead DPS. Oh yeah, these are my stats, by the way, if you're wondering. My haste is 35% on the dot when I use my rune, so yeah. Pretty balanced stats, I think. People ask me always, why do I have so much mastery? That's mostly because I can't really get rid of it, for the most part. A lot of my gear already has, like, mastery on it. So yeah, a lot of my gears already has a bunch of mastery in it, so it's kind of hard to get rid of that. It's not actually bad, by the way. Mastery is pretty good up to a certain point. It only gets a bit bad whenever you get your legendary weapon, because that thing scales better with crit and burst. So the simulations are always going to tell you to get more of that stat, and just the stat that you're going to start ignoring, then it's going to be mastery. But for now, since I don't have that thing, mastery is a pretty good stat for me. Also, I don't use any external power trinkets. You know, I don't use brand, I don't use branch or anything like that. So most of my damage comes from paladin abilities, so mastery becomes really good for me. Come on, there's no lust. There really isn't a DPS, a lust DPS for a 24. Man. Ah, probably, yeah, they don't want double the red here. They really need a lust. To be honest, lust is only like a requirement for tyrannical keys, in my opinion. If it was fortified, lust doesn't really matter that much. Sure, you can use it to make some big pulls easier, but drums just does a decent job on that anyways. For tyrannical, you want to use it on bosses, because bosses are annoying. If you wipe on trash, you can still complete a dungeon. If you wipe on bosses, it's a bit harsher, you know? Come on, one lust DPS for the Black Rook Hold. Everyone hates that dungeon, man. Yasma was not meant to be fought that way. You know, they just made that fight extremely hard with the buffs that Blizzard made, you know. Not being able to kick the her cast is just such a punishment. Because the boss needs to be moved in a way, in a very fluid way, so the spiders don't be a problem, you know. Also, the thing hurts a lot, you know. It's just so much damage. It was designed to be kicked, and Blizzard removed that, and didn't compensate in any way, you know. They should have lowered the damage of the single target blast. I know, I get that the whole dungeon is kind of easy, you know, but they could have just left the dungeon alone. There are some places where there was like 2 honor guards that were hard. I think they should have just left those and just kept the bosses like they were. Yes, trash was going to be a bit harder, but you know, you can still like overcome trash. When you get to a boss and you have like 12 minutes and you wipe to that boss 2 times, well, that's doomed, you know, it's a bad design. I've done Atal, I think, on a 25, 26. Where is mine? It wasn't hard. It wasn't easy. I think I only done a 25 tyrannical. You know, I've done 26 on fortified. I think even in that key, a warrior or some. I think the tank soloed it at the end. Because there's no amount of avoidance that's going to save you from a bolt that does so much damage. You know. And that's not only the only thing you have to worry about. You have to worry about whenever she puts the copies, and that does a ton of damage there as well. So you have to have 2 defensives ready for those abilities if you're unlucky to get targeted in a bad moment. It's just bad design, you know. Blizzard just patched it up however they could. Just made that last boss extremely hard, and the rest of the dungeon too easy. They removed, like I said, a lot of mobs from that dungeon. They shouldn't have removed them. They just kept them there and just kept the dungeon how it was in BFA. Yeah, you have to press it. At certain point, I think at 26, you have to like need a shield or a defensive or something to survive the AoE explosion when the little adds appear. You do have a lot of tools to deal with it, but still, it's a very punishing fight. It's also like, it's very annoying that you can't move the boss like in a fluid way. That's the biggest punishment, I think. She just stands there casting, the spiders get close, and it's super dangerous. Hey Rashid, what's up, man? Just trying to get into trying to do this Black Rook Hold, but there's not a single Lust DPS for this place. And it's a Black Rook Hold, so it should be pretty chill to find someone. Not my key though, it's just the warm-up key. I have a... what's it called? Throne of Tides. Yeah, I think everyone has already done like a high-ish Black Rook Hold. Yeah, I have 26 on both. And that's kind of low, you know? People are doing 31s and stuff. I haven't been playing too much though. I gotta get like back onto playing more, grinding those keys. The most I play is on stream. Yeah, I don't really play too much out of stream nowadays. I used to play a lot before. Stupid legendary axe made me like kind of not want to play the game much. It's also because I kind of exhaust myself the first few days of the week, because I do raid with like four dudes to try to get the weapon, you know, 2 on heroic, 2 on up to normal, to kill Danfirak. I'm playing other games though. Wouldn't call them like chill games because I play League, you know, and League is not a chill game. It's very toxic. Oh yeah, that last boss sure has a ton of health. It's also the dungeon itself. It's not really bursting friendly, you know. You gotta get a monk or a what you call it, a priest to get rid of the burstings. Because you really want to do like huge pulls in that place. Just get those pulls over with and just remove the bursting. I think everyone's here. Rook Hold. Oh no, they're coming. I'll just wait here so we can summon the people. Now we got a lock. We can summon inside. Is everything repaired? Yeah, everything's fine. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna push this week too much. It's already... I'll try to get a good key for next week. Maybe a 26. Hopefully 27, you know? Oh man, this guy has the weapon. He's the tank. Everyone has the weapon. Yay. Yeah, this week I don't think I'm gonna need to push much. Just gonna try to do some chill stuff, you know. Probably play with alts tomorrow. Mine is a Throne 24. So I'm gonna do this mine after this. This is just a warm-up. Sure, these are my stats, by the way. Don't really copy them because they're different for everyone. Mostly because it depends a lot on what you are using personally, especially trinkets and embellishments. If you're using the external power ones, some of my stats will not be as good for you. For example, mastery. For me, it's really good because none of my stuff is external power. Everything I use is pally power, well, pally damage. So mastery becomes good. But if you're using like trinkets that do damage, like other types of damage, then of course versatility and mastery are gonna be, versatility and critical strike are going to be better for you. I hope I get the stupid axe, man. I'm tired about that thing. I don't want to keep farming raids. He's gonna do the pulse. Yeah, he's gonna do DK stuff. Okay, nice. Let's not die to bursting. We're fine. We're fine. This guy is the frontal guy, right? Yeah, I need that judgment here. So I can use my... Yeah, start my damage. Did I take a frontal? Looks like I did. I don't have any of my embers. I just use them as soon as I get the things. I heard like people are doing like so people clear to up to Firak, get their lesser embers, then they start doing what you call it, LFR Firak. They do normal Firak, and then after that they kill heroic Firak. Like some people are doing that, and it's, I guess they're getting the weapon. I don't know if it's true, if it works or not. I'm up to trying anything at this point. Yeah, I'll try it next week, you know. Yeah, I'll try that way next week. I've been just killing everything on heroic and just killing Firak heroic, and that's pretty much it. Not doing like the full all difficulties. Let's kill the ones that are close, I guess. Position myself. Yeah, I heard it's like mathematically it's better to do it that way because you get like 3 rolls and you get like an extra, in theory you get an extra percentage of chance of getting it. So I'll try it next week. It's also a bit better, I guess, for the mental, you know, because you get 3 chances. So if you don't see it on the left part, you still hope you get it on normal. If you don't get a normal, you still can get a heroic, you know. It's better for the... Yeah, it's better for the mental.
Now I see.
The darkness. It is gone.
You aren't the ones who did this?
One of your guildmates has 2 axes? What the hell? How did that happen? So probably on 2 characters, right?
You must put a stop to this.
Yeah, I'll do that little ritual next week. I'm just gonna kill LFR. First, I'm gonna get up to Firak, not kill Firak on heroic, get all my tokens, and then just use them all before I kill the heroic Firak. But I'm going to do like LFR, normal, and all difficulties that I can.
Men, the invaders come for us. Do not let them pass. The calendar!
I can feel it. Next week is the week. Surely it is. Oh, that's it. Yeah, it's a cat. Yeah, we gotta try everything, man. Oh, we're going in. Perfect. Such a bad system, though. I hope they don't never do like RNG legendaries again like this. I hope they learned I thought they learned their lesson with Legion, you know. But no, I guess still gonna make the mistakes. Night dance, blinded. Getting arrow to the face. We're fine. Cooldowns for next pack. I use Sophic Devotion, just like the raw strength. Some people are using Wafting, and it's also good. I just like raw, like big hits, and strength gives you that. Wafting just gives you, like, you hit faster. You hit faster, but I just think raw strength is better. And the difference is very marginal. It's like 0.2% or something. Wafting is a bit better sometimes. Let's stun everyone here. Really? It doesn't really feel super OP. It just gives you more haste, and a lot of it is going to be DR'd, you know? That's the problem. Like, a lot of that haste is going to be heavily DR'd. We're already on the haste cap. Main stat never DR, so I think that's a bit more valuable. Now I'm just gonna save my cooldowns for next pack. Okay, let's go. I guess it could actually go well with my playstyle, but I'm more of a like big hits guy. So wafting might not be as good for me. But there's options, you know, you can use that. Sophic is good as well. Art of War or Divine Purpose? Because Art of War, we always use it. It's Blade of Justice presets. I truly enjoy using Divine Purpose.
The hunt is
Okay, let's get Scoop here. Shield.
You cannot escape. Gods, hold them off. I will burn you alive.
Who died? I'll have kick for that. I'll get him. If we could bring it a bit closer to the boss would be nice. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, the shaman's pumping. Like shaman's pumping single target, like huge.
Not escape. You cannot
Do we use our cooldowns here? Oh, we gotta go close.
You cannot escape.
I think we just save cooldowns for big pack upstairs. Yeah, 13% is just too low. Gotta get like half of my cooldowns in value here. Unless someone dies on the stairs, you know, and then through the rocks. Then I could have gotten my cooldowns back. Punishment. Yeah, that the kick one. The thing is, we have one flex point to put there, but what else would I lose, you know, from utility? To put punishment. I'm gonna sack you, my friend, you're dying. Frontal. I don't know. I feel naked if I don't have all the pally utility, you know? Maybe I could drop like what do you call it? The dispel. In some places you don't really need it like at all. It's probably gonna do big pull here. We got everything. Man's dying. Let's sack. Let's enhance the dude. The tank's making me like very worried about his well-being. We saved his life twice this run. I'm alive, I'm alive. I was about to pop my bubble. Yeah, I'll do the thing. Okay, I did the thing. It is. We gotta save the run, you know. We got a lot of stuff that we can use to save runs. Which is really good. Okay, he's always green, he says. Okay, I'll just hit stuff then. Okay, I'll hit the other one. Got cooldowns. The other one. That one's gonna go off. Never mind. Someone has a kick. That one. We should go outside, you know. Yeah, let's go outside. Let's move, my friend. Okay, I'll just blast here, I think. Okay, we have no damage for boss. Shami has damage. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll block. Oh, that hurts. Normally it doesn't go past my shield. Okay, someone has to get that. I'm not gonna double it. Nice, that helps us get out of the roots. Got cooldown back. He's gonna do it. I'll do the next one. Debuffs off, and I want my shield to explode. I'll go this side. And then my shield explode. We should really move from this place. Doesn't look safe. I'll do it, I'll do it. I'll put it here. Someone has to get that. My shield here. Explodes, nice. 3 damage there. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's finish up the key. Just a sec.
They come for you. Together we shall defeat them.
Okay. How long will it take you to complete a 15 key? 15s are pretty chill at the moment. You should be able to do them at like 450 eye level. Like with gear that you can get from outside of the outward gear. Do I use cooldowns here? Nah. We're fine. We're padding a lot here. Save the tank again. To be honest, I should have used my... never mind, I have my stun removed from human, OP. Should have used my cooldowns to finish up that. Could have done more pad damage, but I want to get rid of Cortalos fast here.
Fiends, you shall never have our world.
What the hell? I got bolted.
I shall cleave you in twain. Burn away. Burn away.
Oh, kill Cortalos. Flawless. If you start with I'm gonna put sack on him. He's bleeding out.
10,000 years have not been kind. I don't have a target.
Yeah, the tank's a bit flimsy. Taking a lot of them.
No. This is not my
In this fight, you want to use, by the way, your Shield of Vengeance after he gives you the buff. So you mitigate with your percentage defensive, and then after this, you use this.
souls of my ancestors. To me, aid our champions. We are legion.
One more hit. Nice, you got it. Oh, my divine purpose proc is gonna go to waste. Who has it? On me. Bubble. I'll pop the next stinging swarm. Yeah, maybe there's not gonna be another one. Come on, kill it, kill it. Dots? No dots. Oh, that was close. A little cloud move. Very nice.
I will count on it. Whenever you come, we will meet you. And we will
Oh, we got another Embers. By the way, this trinket is really good. If you have it, use it. It's a really solid like stat stick. It just gives you flat damage and strength, so it's just really good. It can also save you in certain places. There's some dungeons where mobs like channel stuff onto you, so you get you get to silence them, so they stop the channel. Just auto kick or something like that. Okay, that's a good warm up. Let's go do our key now. Oh, Jeff, you haven't mained Red this season? This is one of the best seasons to see Red going off. To be honest, BFA Red, last patch of BFA was really good. I think it was pretty close to being like top because of corruptions. The problem with old Red was it was always super flimsy, you know? We're super... We're like hunters now. We did a ton of damage. The problem was we couldn't live. I remember doing Templar Centrales, like in high temples of Centralis back then in BFA, but I couldn't survive the circles that the first boss put on you. It was really hard. I had to have like really good RNG, so I didn't get like 2 in a row, or I just exploded. We didn't have enough defensives. But damage-wise, Red has always been like undervalued. We did a lot of damage. We were one of the only classes that had pure uncapped AoE damage up to BFA. Problem was living. Living was always our problem. Now we don't have that problem, but we have very weird talents. I don't like, for example, I've always said I don't like Divine Arbiter and Searing Light. They do the same thing as Light's Decree did in the past. They're just explosion damage that happens randomly. One is randomly and the other one is controlled, but it's kind of random because you have to generate stacks. So still, they do the same thing as another spell that did a better job at doing the same thing, you know, and the other spell did good in AoE and single target. So I think they just tried to reinvent the wheel too much with this radiant damage and holy strike damage, you know. I don't like that. They should have just, to be honest, they should have just let the season 1 Red and just made us tanky, and that was pretty much it. That was the only thing that Red needed to change. This is damage meter, yeah. Still don't have my weapon. Imagine this is gonna get like an extra weapon is like 8%. So I'm gonna get extra 35 million damage when I get my weapon. Yeah, so my overall would, if with weapon, would be 350k or something like that. Even more, because I'm not accounting the extra damage the eye level from weapon is gonna give me. That's not low, that's pretty high. This is because I'm just using normal Wake of Ashes. This is not the Wake of Ashes with this thing, with Seething Flames. So the thing with Wake of Ashes is that when you pick Seething Flames, it becomes reduced after one target. So on the second target you're doing 80%, on the next target you're doing 75%, on the next target you're doing 60%, and so on, you know, up to, I think at 20 targets you're doing like 35% of the damage of the Wake of Ashes or something. But to be honest, you never reach that point, you know. In this place, 8 targets is like the most you're gonna pull in Black Rook Hold. Maybe in the Bat's part is going to be more, but then your Seething Flames is reducing your damage there. So I want my Wake of Ashes to be uncapped AoE for certain dungeons, so I don't pick Seething Flames because of that. Because whenever you pick Seething Flames, if I would have picked Seething Flames, my Wake of Ashes would be doing like 4%, and then the Seething Flames would be doing another 5%, so in total it would be 9%. With Truth Wake, it would be like 12%. Now it's only doing 9.3%, but instead of Seething Flames, I have Searing Light, that's doing 4%, and my Consecration, that's doing an extra 1%. So I'm getting a net, how much? 1.5% extra damage by using the uncapped version of Wake of Ashes. But it's dungeon dependent. There's some places where it's not necessary to use uncapped Wake of Ashes, like for example, Muslim's Rise is not a good place to use uncapped Wake of Ashes. Darnhard Thicket, depending on how you pull it, uncapped Wake of Ashes is not very valuable. But if you do big pulls here, it is good. After that, yeah, probably at Altazar. If you do small pulls here, like you play pack to pack, then uncapped Wake is not good. Just Seething Flames is gonna be better. But for the most places, yeah, you prefer to have your uncapped Wake of Ashes. This is stuff you're never going to like see in the simulations, especially because simulations are good, you know, but most of the dungeon simulations, like Dungeon Slice and also like the full dungeon sims, are kind of biased towards single targets, so they're always going to pick whatever makes you do more damage in single target situations. Because for example, if I would do a simulation of Black Rook Hold, it's going to tell me that my final direct is going to be doing like 18% of my damage or something like that, you know, and my Divine Storm is going to be doing like 16% of the damage, which is never the case, and it never happens. Divine Storm is always going to be your top damage. Every paladin knows that, but the simulation is telling me otherwise. So it's very biased to single target talents. So it's always going to put a priority over like Seething Flames, Wake of Ashes, instead of the AoE counterparts. It's also why it puts like Vengeful Wrath really high whenever you do simulations for certain places. You gotta play, and you start to notice these things. You know, you look at your personal damage meter and see, well, crap, my Hammer of Wrath only did 1.1% of my damage. So if I double that with Critical Strike 100%, it's going to do 2% of my damage, you know? But Divine Purpose is doing like 10% more spenders. So 10% of how much is my spender total? 145. So Divine Purpose kind of gave me 14 million extra damage instead of just giving me 5 million, you know, with the other talent. But the thing is, you're not padding, because Divine Storm is always good at 2 targets. So if there's 2 things and you're not Divine Storming, that's bad. You have to Divine Storm. That's the thing. Well, I guess there's priority damage, you know. I saw the video that telents make, you know. Some places you don't want a AoE because you want other classes to use their funnel to do more single target damage and all those things. But where's the fun in that? You know, you see a lot of targets, you Divine Storm. That's the nature of Red Pallies. Yeah, see, maybe if you Divine Storm more there, it wasn't deplete because you killed trash faster or something like that. I don't know. I'm just so used to Divine Storming on 2 targets. We've been doing it since Legion, so it's hard to change like those habits. It's just this expansion they changed a lot of the like things of Red Pally. For example, we didn't used to worry about number of targets, you know, because we only had 2 things that did damage. It was always Templar's Verdict, and it was always Divine Storm. Everything else did like almost no damage, you know. Every other spender in the past did like in total probably like 15% of your damage. Your Divine Storm was 50% of your damage, and your 35. Light's Decree was the other 35, and then your Final Verdict was 25 or something like that, you know. That was our damage breakdown. So yeah, all other like builders didn't matter, and the number of targets also didn't matter for them because they only hit one thing. Their only purpose was build Holy Power for your big spender, you know, which was Divine Storm. So this expansion, they totally changed that from Retribution Paladins. Now we have to worry of number of targets, if we're hitting 5 things, if we're hitting 10 things, if we're hitting, for example, Blade of Justice hits like a Divine Storm, so you should always use it on 2 targets or more. But last patch with the Season 2 tier set, that wasn't the case, because then we had a AoE Hammer of Wrath that hit 5 targets. So it was optimal to use Hammer of Wrath on, I think was 2 to 4, and then if there was a 5th, you Blade of Justice. So we have to worry about those things now, but in the past we didn't. So that's why I'm so used to just Divine Storming everything. Oh, I hate picking trinkets, man, because I used to rely a lot on simulations, and simming trinkets is hard. You really have to talk to someone that like knows about those things to get a bit more in depth of those items, you know, because some trinkets are sim really well, but they're sim bait because they need special stuff to happen so them to be really good. For example, Brand. If you can keep Brand all the dungeon, yes, it's going to be incredible. But if you can't, it's just a waste of a slot, you know. It doesn't do anything. That's why, personally, I love to use stat sticks. because stat sticks don't lie. They're always going to be consistent on what damage they're going to give you. That's why also in the past I always used one active trinket and one passive trinket, because my damage was consistent always. I always knew what was going to happen, how much damage I was going to do, and that was pretty good, you know. But now, this expansion especially, Blizzard added so many cantrips and do damage trinkets that it's very annoying. I really miss when Red Paladins only had to pick like, this is a good stat stick, and that was good enough for a Red Paladin, you know. But now we have so many other choices that we have to look, you know. There's other trinkets. Yeah, I know choices are nice, but I like getting the big stat stick and just don't have to worry about anything else. Yeah, you don't really need the best trinkets because most of them require are RNG dependent and also like require special circumstances to be incredible. For example, I don't care much about augury, you know. My alts got augury and I sold one for 1,000,000 gold. So I don't really care much about this trinket. I think people kind of overvalue it a bit. Sometimes it procs a lot, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't really care much. I'm happy with my stat sticks. If I could get this thing on Ember of Nullification on Mythic high level, it would be incredible. I would use that instead of an Augur. I would love a Pips Mythic, but I'm not raiding Mythic anymore. So I'm just chilling, so I'll probably just use the Heroic one. Or a Crab. Ooh, I would use a Crab instead of a Pips if it's Mythic. The Crab. Sure, I'll show Pips. It's pretty high. Also, there's two. So there's one that's the buff, like the friend buff. That's the small one, the 280. And then there's the small ones. And then there's the other ones that are lower duration, like the 8% one. That's the big buff, you know, when you get the 3000. So my crit got 8%, 10 applications of 3000 crit. There's the other one. Okay, the Pips got 16% uptime, 19%, 19 applications, and the Burst one had 12 applications and had 10% uptime. So total 26 plus 8. That's 34% uptime on Burst Crit Mastery, which is pretty good. It's pretty weird that Pip procced more than anything else. Like it procced 19 times. And that's a lot of mastery. So you can use 2 on use on red, but it's very clunky to use, by the way. It can be done, it's just super clunky. I've always said the best way to use trinkets on red is either use 2 passive trinkets so you don't worry about anything, or 1 on use and 1 passive. I think that's a good balance. Because 2 trinkets are kind of annoying to just use, you know, you gotta look at the cooldowns and use them one after another and all those things. Oh yeah, 2 unused plus Lego. Ooh, that sounds bad. That sounds terrible. Okay, let's go and do the throne. Let's do Mikey. Okay, we did a warm-up. My hand is now functional. Let's do this. Yeah, this season, I mean this expansion, I seen Blizzard hasn't made like a really good unused stuff. There has been some good trinkets, you know, but not many good unused. Like, for example, Ashes is incredibly good, but it's also weird to use. Because to get the maximum benefit, you have to kind of be dying sometimes. It's too conditional. I don't like these conditional effects, you know. I know they have to get creative to make new trinkets, but I think there's nothing wrong with just making a strength trinket that gives you crits or on use, you know. You use it, gives you crit. Something like that. Simple trinkets. That's the beauty of Ember of Nullification, you know? It's a simple trinket. It just does what it's on the thing, you know? It gives you burst. It gives you 4.5% extra damage of versatility and strength. And it does it all the time. And it has a little bonus of the interrupt. But that's it. Yeah, a lot of them have like very conditional effects, and I don't like that. Like this one, you have to be under 30%. I think it's 30? Yeah, 30% for dire circumstances to activate. The snake is annoying because it's kind of a sim bait. I don't like this trinket. I tried it, and most of the time my snakes just don't do anything. They do very little. What else? What else we have from the raid? The augur is decent, you know. Augury is fine. But I'm okay with not having it. You know, if it doesn't drop, doesn't drop. This is mostly because it's not very consistent on its proc rate. That's the thing. Sometimes it procs, sometimes it doesn't. What else is the embers? This thing. I mean, yeah, the brand. I mean, yeah, this thing is also really good in Mythic Plus if you can keep the stacks. But if you can't, it's super inconsistent. Weird ass trinkets. Okay, who do we get? I really want to get a monk healer for this place. It's just, I think, the best healer for Throne, just because he can take care of all the debuffs. Bursting, the little add thingies before the last boss. So I'm gonna wait for a monk healer. Oh, Resonance. Resonance is a pretty decent trinket on Tyrannical Weeks. I wouldn't use it on Fortified, by the way. It's just, doesn't do much on AoE. It only hits one thing, so it's not that good there. Helps you with your tyrannical damage, though. But as I say, it's kind of sometimes. If it procs on a mob that's kind of dying, you lose all the damage that the trinket does. So I don't really want to mess with that. Rather use stat sticks. Consistency is nice. Punishment talent. Okay, I'll lose Obdurancy for it. So I'll lose a bit of it's just gonna give me a bit of holy power when I kick something, right? Yeah, just one Crusading Strike extra. Let's see how it does. Yeah, I'll remove it. Obdurancy is fine. Obdurancy, I don't really need it. I have a bunch of avoidance already. Let's see how it does. Really depends on what group we have. Sometimes I don't even have to kick stuff because I get if I get a Demon Hunter tank, they just do all the kicks by themselves, or a Pally tank. There's a lot of like micro CC and keys that happens. People complain that there's not enough like hard CCing mobs, but they don't look at how much micro CC there is to interrupt those mobs. I should have chances to interrupt in Throne, though. There's a lot of casters here. And that's a pretty good combo, you know. Resant plus Branch. I would use Branch plus Ember of Nullification instead for Tyrannical, because the versatility from Embers is going to make your Branch hit a bit better. And it's just a bit more consistent. Branch is gonna hit 4% higher with your Ember of Nullification. That way you have both reliability from one trinket, and it's also increasing the damage of the other. For Fortified, it's really good to use Branch and Ashes. It's a pretty good combo, especially if you can use your Ashes on one hard pack, you know, something that you want to make disappear. Okay, who do we pick here? I really want one of those like fat Demo Hunter tanks. This guy's done a 22. I want someone that's done a 23 at least. Upgrade that thing, man. It's a really good thing, a trinket. I like my embers. I do have a lot of avoidance. I can even get a bit more, you know. I have one ring that has avoidance here. I put this on, I have 21. I was surprised it went over 20. It usually just capped at 20. Didn't matter your rating, it just stayed 20. I guess it just goes higher. Oh, we can test something. I'm gonna use the crab, and I'm gonna make it proc. Let's see how high avoidance goes. I'm curious. Let's do that. Okay, let's see. Oh, I need the crab to proc. Just hit stuff, hit stuff. Where's the crab proc? And crab's not procking. What the hell? It usually procs like pretty... Okay, there's the proc. So I have 24% avoidance with crab. So I'm guessing it goes up to 30 now? Which is kind of broken. If it goes up to 30. Yeah. Wild. Let's put on our normal stuff now. There's my pips. There's pips. %10 speed, damn. Must be good, man. Being fast. There's no people do the 24th throne. Maybe I just join a key, you know. I want to fill the vault tonight. Yeah, let's join a key. Let's join someone that already has 4 DPS. I want to run my key, but I'll do it later. Let's join a 24, you know. Need DPS. Then we go Wakerist. Wakerist also has a lot of casters, so we can test the punishment talent. So yeah, let's go Wakerist. I don't know why avoidance is going so high. Blizzard is weird with numbers. You saw that they made the talent for Shamis do make them take more damage than reduce damage, you know? It's not the first time they did that, by the way. In Shadowlands, we had a Pelagos talent, well, one of the traits from history, that used to reduce magic damage by 6% for anyone that used Pelagos. Instead of that, it increased the damage that the person took from magic damage. And they didn't fix it for a whole patch. People just realized at the end, you know, why am I dying from magic damage when I have this Pelagos thing? And it's because Blizzard forgot to change the plus to a minus. And yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised they messed up with the avoidance or something. And it's now going in over 20. It's a Wakerist. Let's go Wakerist. Or do we all rise? Okay, let's try a 25 rise. Let's see if they take us. That would be actual points for me. There's a rise here. Okay, let's try it. Punishment should be good there as well. There's some stuff that we can kick at the start. Okay, we got it. Nice. Demolock, and Mage. Okay, 2 range. Okay, this is actual points for us if we time this 25 rise. See you, man. Thanks for watching the stream. Good luck on getting 3K. I'm sure you're gonna make it. He wants a Rest Druid and a Vengeance DH. Yeah, probably is the call here. To be honest, Rashid, I'm not sure how good Punishment is going to do in this dungeon. I'm just thinking there's not many stuff that I kick here. I kick, I guess, the AoE Bolly on the first mobs. After that, there's big dragons. After that, there's those black small dragons that just run. Oh yeah, I kick those. So yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, there's some stuff that I can actually kick. That's a big warrior. Hey Phil, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Just trying to get into a 25 rise to get some points. Okay, so for rise, I should be using this build. I'm still not gonna go Hammer of Wrath. I don't like that. I prefer just Divine Purpose. Random procs. That is if we get a tank for this place. Pally tank should do. It's the same as Vengeance. Doesn't give buff, but it gives defensive buff. Oh, there's a lot of DH tanks. I got mail. What's in my bank? I mean, the mail. Oh, potions. Nice. Oh yeah, I might as well sell this thing.
You will find what you seek.
Okay, nice. We got a tank. That should get a healer to queue up, you know. Okay, let's port to there just to wait inside. I'm wondering why he wants a druid. Probably for the buff, you know. Because a monk is just all around better for bursting. This group's kind of stacked. You know, he got Lock, Mage. Oh yeah, he's stacking buffs for himself, you know. He wants to get more, like, group buffs. So he has the Mage buff, Demon Hunter buff, and also Druid. And my Retribution Aura. Yeah, I just like it like this. I'm so used to it. I don't want to change it. I'm very old school. I also don't use many add-ons. You know, the only thing I use a lot is weak auras, and most of them I just made myself. So yeah, most of my weak aura, my UI is made by me. You know. Yeah, only thing I use is details and weak auras. I do have some other add-ons, you know, to help me. Well, example, I have big wigs, but that's because like raid requires you to have it. I don't really listen to it. I just turn it off. I rather do mechanics by heart than just listen to the calls and stuff. Like, listen to horns and all those things. I don't know how people can play with like horns beeping on their heads, you know. It's so annoying. Or cats meowing or something like that. I don't like it. So I just turn off those things. So I don't use any like boss mods or anything like that. Yeah, I actually tried to make it as closely as the old UI as I could. So I copied my Wrath of the Lich King Paladin UI. So who left? We lost the mage. Yeah, what add-ons I use? So big wigs, I turn it off most of the time. I don't use it. I just use it for the countdown. Details I use. This is for the kick weak aura. Needs this thing. Oh, I should turn off plumber is for the seeds. You know, you have to do in the Emerald Dream. What else? What else? Dungeon tools. Yeah, that's good for planning routes and doing dungeon sims. Raider.io because everyone uses Raider.io. Simcraft, Tristat values, and weak auras. Yeah, you can probably just play the game with weak auras and details, and that's pretty much it. You don't really need more than that. Oh no, I can't play without sound, because you know some bosses do a sound cue before they do a mechanic. So that's how kind of I know what's going to happen. I listen a lot to what's happening. Or I watch for an animation that the boss is going to do, you know? Instead of watching, let's say, a timer or something like that. And eventually when you do the fight a lot of times, you just know by heart, you know, what's going to happen. You don't even need to look at anything. I think that's a better way to play the game. It feels like playing a game, you know, because the other way around, you're just playing watching timers. Man, this is taking a while to fill. He wants a fire mage, specifically a fire mage. I guess they're really good here, you know. They have a big chunky target at the start. They can like just put ignite and just AoE everything down from there. I'm not sure if they still use that build though. Oh, that's a good comp. Oh no, what? No. Double lock and monk. And it's gonna take a while. He's been very specific on what he wants. I'm thinking I just wanna join a group that only needs a DPS. Yeah, this guy's too specific. I'll find another one. Let's put 24 here. Just want to run some keys, you know, chill. It's Saturday night. This one has 25. Needs a DPS. Come on, get me in. Get me in. Oh yeah, I never played healer. I do think, yeah, they need a bit more than DPS players to play. As a DPS player, I think you could play with just weak auras and details. Healers do need other things because their job is totally different. I couldn't heal even a 17. I remember the first time I tried to heal was in Legion. It was a Darkheart Ticket 17. And I've never healed after that because everyone died horribly. Yeah, I'm not built to heal. I can tank. I can DPS. I can't heal to save my life. Well, I can heal to save my life. I can't heal to save everyone else's life, you know? Okay, let's join this Wakers 25. Hey Lucas, what's up, man? Just trying to join some keys, fill the vault, you know. Ah, that one's full. Think I need one more to fill my vault? I haven't done many keys this week. I don't really like Tyrannical. There's only Black Rook Holds. I like Black Rook Hold, but I want to do something different. Everbloom? No. Yeah. Oh, we can do that as well. If you guys have like a simcraft with top gear that I can look at, I can help you optimize your gear as well. For Mythic Plus, that is. I don't optimize much stuff for raiding. I do raiding, but it's kind of the second thing I do, you know. My primary thing is mostly Mythic Plus. There's only Black Rook Holds, and I already did one. Okay, let's do Galakrond's Fall. I'm already here. Okay. Galakrond's Fall. Nice. Okay, what's the group? So we got a Hunter, we got Pally Healer, Monk Tank, and Mage DPS. Well, we should be fine. Galakrond is one of the chillest places to do. Oh, this is my gear for Mythic Plus. Well, these are my stats. It's going to be different depending on what things you're using, specifically trinkets and embellishments. If you're using things like Shadow Flame Patch, or you're using trinkets that do external damage, some of these values are going to change. For example, versatility is going to become a bit better than mastery, critical strike as well, so you sacrifice mastery for those stats. In my case, I use raw paladin damage, so everything is from my abilities. So mastery became a bit more valuable, so I stacked a bit until the simulation told me to, okay, stop here and get a bit more crit. So I reduced some of my mastery and sent it to crit. Because I used to have like 39% mastery or something like that. And it was a bit too much, so I just got a bit more crit. I guess because Rise is still one of the hardest keys to do. And people get stuck with that key, and so that's the keys you see. Even after the nerfs, that place is pretty harsh. Mostly because of consistency. These are stats trinkets that I can always depend on the damage. You know, I don't have to fill any type of how do you say it? They just do their thing. You know, they're always giving me stats. They don't have any condition that has to be met, so they do their damage. Like for example, if I pick Brand, I have to be constantly in combat and caring about that. If I drop it, then the value of the trinket drops in a lot. Or Ashes of Embersoul, which is incredibly good, but the problem is to get the max value, I have to kind of die sometimes or get close to death to get that extra effect. So yeah, I just like these trinkets because of consistency's sake. Also, they do damage on both AoE and single target because they're stats, you know. Stats will do their damage no matter how many targets you're fighting. They might do a bit less in single target, but they're incredibly good for AoE. Okay, let's put our buffs on. Use Pips, man. It's pretty good. It has like we already saw it had like 36% uptime on all the buffs. Plus it's giving you passively extra like secondary, so it's pretty good. If you want to use like a damage trinket, I would recommend, in let's say a stat trinket, use Branch plus either Pips or Ember of Nullification. Because if you're using Branch, for example, the Ember is going to make the Branch do more damage, you know, 4% more damage because of the versatility this thing has. Same logic with Pips, you know, if you randomly proc the burst, you get to make the Branch do more damage. I think that's a good combo if you want to use like just do damage trinket plus a passive stat one. Crab is good. Crab is good, but I currently have a lot of mastery already. So the mastery proc kind of gets undervalued. But if I get a crab that's mythic item level, I probably replace my Pips and move some of my mastery from my gear to other stats, so I can make a spot for my crab. Oh, I think we're skipping. Yeah, we're skipping. I have to turn that off. I wasn't reading chat, but I read enough to say we're skipping. Okay. Let's go.
We will keep the reinforcements at bay while you take care of their commander.
Right. We've got your back.
You got full boss? Finish up this guy. Oh, hurts. Okay, that's boss.
You will not get past me.
Need a judgment to start the. I'll use this little cubby hole. It's gonna do the big circles now. And it's pretty far away. I'll get the healer up. Okay, we got it.
You will not get past me. Your lifespan is mine.
I'll make my shield explode here. Come on, explode, explode.
You will not get past me.
Nice.
Now to open the time race.
That was sketchy. Sketchy as hell.
Never gets old.
It's supposed to be chill keys, but I guess people died. The only reason we live is because we have so much avoidance.
What a mess! The time waves are all misaligned.
The infinites have done well.
Yeah, that, where's the
covering their
ads?
tracks.
Come on, spawn, spawn.
This will take us some time. We must destroy
Okay, there's the ads.
When do you think the infinites went to, Dormo?
They have often tried to corrupt the true time. To invade the farm's temple to do so.
They risk unraveling all of time as we know it.
Indeed. And they will stop at
Okay,
nothing
let's
to
go.
ensure the rise of my
Everything
dark
should be smooth sailing from here. I'm forgetting to kick stuff, so I have to proc my punishment thing. I'll pick that. Does it tell you how much damage it does at the end of the key? Like in a separate crusading strikes or something like that? I haven't used that talent ever. Curious. Yeah, I'm kicking now. I forgot the thing I had. Okay, let's go. Cool dance for this back. Big dog's here. Kick. I have kick now. Okay, I kicked that little thingy just to get the proc. I'll just commit cooldowns here. Hopefully it's not a mistake and we can kill the boss cleanly.
not be allowed to disrupt the time
Yeah, it's a Divine Arbiter, Ikora. Just so I know when my stacks are up,
Fix them.
like I can use the thing.
The time waves shall be protected.
Yeah, okay, 20 seconds for cooldowns.
Sands of time, I call upon you.
Cooldowns are up. Let's go.
The seconds pass. Your time,
Why did he dispelled me in the dark?
your timeline has ceased. Sands of time, I call upon you.
He insta dispelled the thing I was moving into the light part.
The true timeline still stands.
I was moving to the light part on the right side. Oh, you have to use a Final Verdict for your Arbiter to block. The things that give me stacks are Hammer of Wrath, Crusading Strikes, Judgment.
The time waves shall be protected.
Naturally happens.
Sands of time, I call upon you. The seconds
Is it on me? It's on me.
your time has ended.
I didn't move. I just stood there.
Your timeline has ceased. Sands of
What the hell was that? It's supposed to not do instant damage. I guess we were just too close together.
timeline still stands.
Hey Ricardo. So yeah, you can't mess it up. Yeah, it's just it just happens. When you get 25 stacks, that then lights up, and I throw Temptar's a Final Verdict. Yeah, I didn't dispel myself. It just two of them just went off at the same time.
The time waves shall be protected. Sands of time, I call upon you. The seconds pass.
Okay, nice.
Sands of time, I call upon you. Countless seconds.
Okay, perfect.
Sands of time, I call upon you. The seconds
Small mishaps, you know.
your time has
Okay, that guy just died.
Sands of time, I call upon
I'll res him.
you. Your timeline has ceased.
I think I can survive this. Okay, we can finish this.
Sands of time, I call upon you. The seconds pass. Your time has ended.
It's all me now.
Sands of time, I call upon you. Countless seconds.
Nice.
You must stop.
Okay, that's 20% avoidance value. It's the only reason I survived.
Within champions, the pathway is opened.
Yeah, I think he dispelled too fast or something. No, I think one dude died and that dispelled, and he did a spell. So yeah, two things went off at the same time. And we're fine. I'll put Crusader Aura for this, so we go fast. Let's go.
You shall not interfere.
There we no, we didn't make it. Didn't make it. Hey, dudes. We're in combat. Everyone's in combat. Oh, I'm in combat.
I have tracked the infinites to a place, a moment.
Did someone make it?
where I dare not tread.
You're not coming with us?
I shall be with you in a sense.
I even put Crusader Aura so people move fast. I guess they didn't move
You, my friend.
at the same time.
And even should Murazan rise, know that all is not lost.
He was
Okay.
the biggest proto-dragon ever.
We got 60 minutes. We can do this.
Nearly consumed all of dragonkind.
Yeah, you gotta release. You release here, in the front part.
Careful. We've gone back before the aspects were even the aspects. Have to find the proto-aspects. They'll know what to do.
If someone makes it to the portal and everyone else dies, you can just release here. And this is a checkpoint. 40 minutes. I think we have it. Like Galakrond is a what? 4-minute fight. Dragons is 3, so we got 7 minutes to just do a few acts of trash. To be honest, I don't know if we can pass the dragons. If the hunter gets the debuff too many times, he's dead.
That slime is full of necromantic power. Looks like we need to mop this up.
We get past this, Galakrond's chill. I'm gonna E on this side. I think he needs help. Oh, he's... Maybe he needs help. The Swapperino. Yeah, I'll be on his right side, so I can do that every time if he needs it. Nice. Got lost in 40 seconds. We are missing a ton of trash though. Wasn't expecting him to get it there. Got cooldowns back. Nice. We can still do it, I think. We're missing a ton of trash though. Like a little ton of trash. I think we need to go back for that dragon.
We face enemies above and below.
Nostormo! Alexstrasza! Everyone! The Infinites are here, and we have to stop them! They wanna... Oh, there's no time to explain.
Very well.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of trash that we gotta do. I don't know, this path felt really weird.
Infinites? Then they must be working together. Oh, that's bad. Really bad. Can you scout ahead? I'll be with you in a moment.
Maybe he has it calculated, you know? Who knows? It was supposed to be chokies. Sack the tag. I'm kicking, I'm kicking.
Titan's puppets have come to face me.
Siphoning Gallantron's essence into a... Looks kinda like the dragon's soul. Even more patience.
Which I shall
7 minutes to the last boss. Yeah, this place has a really long timer. We got 1 B-res. I have my bubble. Everything's fine. We're missing 10% trash. That's the big deal here. Everyone's dead. Yeah, we reset. Kill me, kill me. I don't know how everyone else died, because I had the debuff. And also we should just kill this dragon. I don't think it's enough percentage anyways. I had the debuff and I survived. I don't know how everyone else died. $404. Just to have them, you know? It's nice to have healing pots. I use them sometimes. This way I never run out of them. I have a bunch of potions. I rarely use them though. It's like in dire circumstances that I use them. Okay, who has the debuff? Probably have to. Oh, he did the night elf thing. Okay, Shield of Vengeance should be enough here. Okay, everyone's alive. Nice. I'll go this side. Now what side we going? Everyone's on the other side. Might not be enough time. 3 minutes. It's on me. This is good because I can bubble. Just bubble this off. Very nice. Next person that gets it, if it's not me, I'm just gonna sack them. Everyone's going left side, I guess. Cooldown's back. That's it. Mage. Sack him. Ouch, that hurt. I was taking the damage the mage was also taking. Oh, come on. I gotta go through the shield. 1%. Ah, 23 seconds. Rip. Not enough trash. Gotta go outside and go inside again. I'll check the Crusading Strikes. Go back in. To be honest, I think we should just do trash at the start. Oh. Gotta go back through the long way. That dragon is not enough trash. You have to go back all the way to the start now. Yeah, this route was kind of scuffed from the start. Or did he miss something? I think he missed something. Not sure though. Yeah, we gotta go all the way back. Probably missed like a dog or something, like 2 dogs. When I say dogs, I mean those leeches. I guess we kill dragon now. Might as well. Holy divine purpose procs, I got 3 of them there. In a row. Yay. What can I get from this place? Maybe an hourglass with avoidance or leech. That's our overall. Let's check the Crusading Strikes thing. It did 0.5% more damage than normal. Yeah, normally my Crusading Strikes is 7%, so it did 7.1. Yeah, it did 0.6% more damage with that talent. So it technically is a DPS increase, taking punishment. This is one of the weird cases that Final Verdict is the top because we had to do bosses so many times. Or I was the last man standing. It normally isn't like that. Ah, nothing interesting. Tubal Draken. Okay, now let's do Mikey. I'll do Throne. Throne of the Tides 24. Let's pump that key up to 25. So yeah, if Rashid sees this video, it is a DPS increase to take punishment. I technically did 0.5% more damage than Crusading Strikes because of that talent. Do I keep it? I'll keep it for more testing. Okay, let's start my key. Run at Tide 24. Let's go. What, a monk healer, demon hunter, tank, probably. Yeah. Demon hunter tank or pally tank, both are good. This place just has a lot of kicks. I'd rather have one of those tanks to take care of them for the most part. To be honest, I'm not sure if the talent actually did this, because this could be just variance because we had to do bosses so much. I'll test it again here in this place. Maybe it's a decent enough increase to my damage. Oh, we can actually check how many interrupts I did. I did 8. Yeah, it's impossible that it was 0.5% of my damage. 8. Let's say how much Crusading Strikes is on average. On average is 97, so times 8. Let's say times 10 just to be 900k more damage. Which is... yeah, it's 0.2% extra damage. I guess it's worth something. This guy's done at 23. He's done some 24s. 124, 2 24s. 4 24s. I'll wait a bit for the list to fill. We could go with Demon Hunter. I'm just worried about the Hunter's safety. That's the only thing. They're just very squishy. She's probably gonna die to the first boss lightning thing. If he gets unlucky and gets hit by 2 of them. It can happen. It's bad luck, but it can happen. I'll take the Demon Hunter. Should be fine. Now we need a range, probably a mage or something like that with Lust. Oh yeah, let's swap our stuff. Yeah, I'll swap back to our normal Syrian Light for this place with Divine Purpose. Now we wait. I want a monk healer for this place, but to be honest, I don't think I can choose. I'll just get whatever we get. The tank is one thing I can't really swap for throne. There's so many kicks. Those Nagas do a lot of damage. Even though it's just tyrannical. Still want one of those tanks that can handle kicks by just existing. Pally, Demon Hunter, really good. Healer, we can probably get away with a priest if one appears. It's just fine, you know. They can do the mass dispel for bursting. Let's see if someone else has the axe just walking around in Meldraken. I've seen people in blues and greens having the axe, you know. From LFR, I guess. I guess. Oh, there's one. This guy has the axe. This one. This one. Oh no, that's a druid, I think. DK. If I pick a DK, I have to get a... what you call it? A Shami healer. Or a... dragon healer. But those don't really exist, right? Every dragon is the new evoker. Yeah, I gotta wait for the list to fill up. Can't do much. There's a hunter. He has Lust, but... there's a healer. Okay, let's pick healer. He's done stuff. He can do the bursting. Now we do really need a Lust healer. I don't think the hunter is it. I would really prefer a mage or just to make the key extra safe evoker. His main is 3155 IO, should be fine enough. He's only done a 16. Oh, I wanted to take those. They cancelled. Rip. Man, I invited that priest and he didn't take the invitation, and then the duo appeared and they just left because they saw the... I guess they saw the priest. Unfortunate. Just gotta wait. I like running keys, but man, making keys is kind of annoying. Like the process of getting people into the key. Sometimes you can take upwards of like 20 minutes to make a key. And sometimes that key can just go horribly wrong in the first 5 minutes and just insta-die, you know? We can take a devastation? Augmentation. He's done a 23 on Fortified. He's done Black Rook Hold and Dark Heart Ticket on 23. Highest thrown is 23. Okay, let's take it. Let's take the augmentation. Haven't played with one in a real long while. Now we could take this duo. Yeah, let's take him. Yeah, this should do. Okay, let's go to throne. Okay, the priest said he's bugged, so hopefully he comes back because his friend's still in the group, so I guess he's gonna come back. Okay, hopefully we can get like a chill 25. If we get a Black Rook Hold 25, we can 2-chest that and get a 27. And then we can start running some good stuff. Let's summon his friend. As soon as I get the legendary, I'm gonna transmog it into the worthless and to a really crappy weapon because I hate that the new legendary. Actually, no, I'm gonna transmog it immediately into an Ashbringer because I don't want to see the Fear Elite thing. Also, why am I a gnome? Now, where's the pally? Oh, he's doing the summon. Okay, he got the summon. Let's go. Okay, let's get food buff, every buff that we can, and let's destroy this key. In a good sense, you know, let's not destroy my key. I want to time it. Okay, let's check talents. Everything seems to be okay. Do I need anything specific for this place? Would be nice to get some avoidance, but I'll keep testing this punishment talent. Countdown, let's go. Hey Kenny, what's up, man? Okay, let's blast this. We got a Augmentation Evoker, so this should be super easy. It's gonna do everything. Okay, just this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, everyone's alive. Okay, let's go. Line here. I'll use cooldowns on this pack here. Should have them back for the pack upstairs. Can I survive that if I stand in it? No, never mind, I don't want to test it. Someone just immediately died when I said that. Okay, let's go. That's so funny because I was thinking on standing on that thing, you know, with my Shield of Vengeance to make it explode. And then immediately someone insta-dies to the big circle. He's got a big pull. Let's wait for aggro and all those good stuff. Nice. Let's lay on hands that guy. He's gonna die. Let's OS. Behind this little thingy. I'm stuck. Okay, I'm fine. Those wings are kind of not good value there. I was gonna pull everything. Oh, just a big Sivara. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to cooldown this thing. I don't wanna cooldown the big pack. I'm not gonna cooldown this thing. It's not worth it. I'll use Wake of Ashes on it, but I won't cooldown it. Next pack is a lot more dangerous if it doesn't die fast. Okay. Now we can play it there. I think we can... Okay, we're gonna LOS. After you kill the Shibara, you can like kind of play it just in the room. I forgot that the augmentation makes everything die super fast. Crap. That's my bad. I sacked the tank and I died. Gotta lay in the hands myself. Nice, we're gonna do both sides. This is good, this is good. Mostly, like, almost every group pulls this side by mistake. You plan for it not to happen, but it does happen. Everyone's done the same thing. Blind. I have cooldowns for next pack. Okay. I'll watch this Naga, the Tempest Witch. For casts and all those things. killed it. The Evoker. Where's the homie? I need a judgment here. Shield, cooldowns. Sack the Evoker. Yeah, that saved his life. What? I'll take it after this explosion. Okay, we're safe. I think I'm too close to the Demon Hunter. I'm gonna move like away from him. Defensive here. The problem is I can't move away from the Demon Hunter because he's jumping like crazy. Oh, we'll kick that. Oh, we have one kick. Demon Hunter has kick. I have my defensive for next one. I'm trying to move away from him as much as possible. I have defensive here. I'm just gonna spam heals on myself. I didn't know you could get stunned by your own ball. Come on, phase it. Oh, nice. Didn't want to take one of those. Get away from everything so you don't get meleeed. Safe here? Yeah, safe. Defensive here. Defensive again. Spam heal myself, I guess. Sack him. There's another Tempest. Kind of screwed because I sacked someone. I super heal myself. Now it's a bit sketchy. But we're fine, we're fine. So the idea on that fight is kind of make a square around the boss so you don't get like bolted twice. But the Demon Hunter just moves around so much that I can't really pinpoint his location. coral thingy. No one uses the little coral thingy. You use the little coral thingies, you don't get knocked off. If he pulls the boss a bit close. Coral thingy, come on! Ah. No coral thingy. Use that knockback to reposition. Coral, coral. Save the group. I know it looks like padding, but it's not padding, by the way. It's so they don't get close to us. Normally the monk is going to go inside there, the boss, the hitbox, and spin. So he knocks back all the little slimy thingies, but since we don't have monk, someone has to do it. That one's specifically dangerous. Because there's so many of them. It should be done. Should be dead before the next one. Please kill me. Nice. Good stuff. So if you see a bunch of mobs and you don't have anyone that can control them, just bubble, go inside the boss hitbox, hit all the little blob thingies so they are knocked back. Your team can survive. I wonder if he's gonna pull the big guy to the little goblin thingies here. Or he's gonna just go full left. 50 minutes is... I think it's a good time here. Yeah, he's gonna do the little goblin pull plus big guy. Time to close. Yeah, 40 minutes. Last boss is 4. This boss is 3. It's 7, so you got 7 minutes to crush the trash. Should be fine, at least for one chest. Gonna pull us now. One guy DC, what the hell? Our Dragon Guy DC, which is really unfortunate. Hopefully it wasn't... I don't think it was rage quit or anything like that. Probably his internet just died. I guess we keep going. If he comes back, he comes back. If he doesn't... If he doesn't slow rip, you know, what can we do? Yeah, we should keep clearing trash. Maybe he comes back. Man, I want to boost my key to a deplete because BC... I don't think we can 2 DPS this key and finish it. We might. Got scared there. Ah, there he is, he's back, yay! Okay, 11 minutes though. And his cooldowns are probably like screwed, you know? He's gonna just throw them here and they're gonna be like desynced with our cooldowns. Hopefully he saved them for boss. Oh, this boss is good. Okay, I hope at least his cooldowns are going to the Demon Hunter, because I don't have mines. I have cooldowns now. Sadly, I don't have augmentation increases. It's just gonna be my raw cooldowns. There's coming a really hard time here for the totem. I'm gonna sack the healer, the evoker. Should have saved Sack for the tank probably. But the Evoker was kinda dying. Just a little more. Totem. Shield. It's 30% I think he goes, right? Not very sure. Come on, go away. Now it's 20. There's a totem. Oh man, I missed my final reckoning on the thing because it doesn't go through the squid if I use it on the shaman. God damn it. That guy just stood in the front door. I'll sack the tank. He's safe. Okay, he can release. He's gonna be faster than us.
I am weary. You must carry on without me. I shall take my leave once my strength has returned.
6 minutes. Ah, man, I don't think we can do it. That DC cost us a lot. You have to do like massive pulls if we want to do this. Like we need at least 4 minutes for the last boss. Yeah, we're gonna go big. Just have to send it. He's gonna hurt. Don't kill anything, don't kill anything. Just focus single target here. Spell goes away and we can AoE. Oh. Gotta go back. Back. People love the little goblin thingies. He got just one shot. I think he just got too close. Okay, now it's Rip Key. brought company. Let's go myself. Oh, they're gonna just leave? Ah, man. I wanted to finish it. I guess RIP. Because DC, man. Unfortunate. Was going so well. Oh man. I really want to type this throne so I could actually start doing some stuff that can give IO and things. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it there. I have to now upgrade my key from a 23 to something worthwhile, man. I want to start doing like 27s on stream, but it's kind of rough to like level them up. Something always happens, goes wrong, unfortunately. But hey, sadly we couldn't end on a high note, you know, but I'll level this up off stream and I'll get a better key for next one, which will be later today. Yeah, because it's already Sunday, so I'll be streaming today. I probably a bit earlier, you know. I want to get more people, like people earlier, because when I do keys I do them very late, so there's less people that want to get into the keys. So I'll probably do it 6 p.m. Eastern or something like that. So that's going to be all for the stream today, guys. Thanks everyone for watching, and well, have a great night.